So this is the website we are talking about. Let's make new class first and name it as say
So we are going to automate application, right?
yeah. Right now I'm just giving you some examples, small
Okay.
examples to
Okay.
start with. Okay. Now main method. Okay. So my screen is visible now. You can
Yeah,
see
right
all
now
the
it is
things.
visible. Yeah.
Okay, what will I do? I say colors and font, text font, edit, say 14. Okay, it will be clearly visible. Okay, I will just do this thing, driver. Here, and I will make this. Okay, now instead of this,
Is
I
there
will.
anything we can do like a copy, save as like that? Like say, for example, if I wanted to say, like instead of creating a new one, right? Is there any option to do save as and do updates?
Do updates, I can't understand what's the
No, see,
question.
right now, like let's say I wanted to duplicate the same script and
Hmm.
rename it to different name.
Rename it. You
So
can
right now you
say
created a new one, right? Yeah. So right now I want to duplicate the same script and then rename. We do save as and then rename, right? If I wanted to
say you want to copy this. Suppose
yeah,
if I
copy the same script
copy here, and now
and
if you
paste.
say Zoho 2, it will give me the Zoho 2. Okay, I will say okay, Zoho 2. So I have to change here Zoho 2.
Okay, okay. Yeah, this is what I was asking. Okay, yeah. Because I was
Okay.
not able to rename the class name. Yeah, now I got it.
The name should be same as the class name.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now after that, I have to click on sign in button. So
Mm-hmm.
first of all, I will just say relative XPath and say driver dot find element by dot. Now I'm not going into locator strategies right now. I'm not going because XPath is the main strategy, and you can go with the ID name if that has an ID and name. Okay, so you are studying on the XPath, you are practicing on XPath, do on different websites. Okay,
Yeah.
if you stuck somewhere, then I will definitely help you out. But the practice is done by you only, not
Yeah,
by
yeah.
me.
No, no. Now the part is even if you show me right, I
Hmm.
will be able to see when you're. It looks like understanding when you're showing, but when I am doing it, I am
Hmm.
struggling. So
Yeah,
practice creates more
yeah.
confident.
Okay. Now after that, sign in. Then I have to go with this, say, relative XPath again. So now you see that extension is very helpful. I don't have to click here, then inspect it, then uh, go over here, then click on copy, then yeah. So it has so many. So what I have done, I just right click on it, go to my extension, copy relative XPath.
What did you do extension?
This is an extension, Selectors Hub.
Selector hub. Okay.
I have told you earlier as well. I think so. If not,
Oh, no, no, no. Selector hub, you did not tell me. First time I'm
okay,
hearing that.
okay. Now this is a Chrome extension, Selectors Hub. Just
Okay.
in go to Google, say Chrome extensions. Okay, and then click on this Chrome Web Store. Okay, now here just write Selectors
Hub. Okay.
Hub space Hub. Selectors
Okay.
Hub, no, not space. Okay. Now this is a I have already installed in my system, but here you will see like something like this. Just click on that. Okay, then it will be there in your system, and be sure that now suppose if it is there, sometimes what happens, it is being hidden. So click on this icon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, click on this icon. Then here say this is something like this. If it do it here, then you can
Pin
see
me,
over.
huh? Okay, okay.
Okay, so
Mm.
just um, here
Okay.
I say just right if you want the XPath of this text box, just right click on it. This is my extension selectors hub will come over here and
Mm-hmm.
you can absolute XPath, relative XPath,
Okay,
name,
got
ID.
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just copy the relative XPath.
Okay.
Okay, now I say driver dot find element by dot XPath and XPath we have just copied. So
Everything by locator, we will be getting all the web element. That's why
yes,
you said
yes,
XPath
yes,
is very important. Okay.
yeah. Because if you are able to find XPath, you can do anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right now, what I'm doing, I'm just right clicking on it and do the things. Right clicking on it and do the things. But suppose if when I go to bbc.com and if I want to copy all the links, so what I have to do, I have to inspect the element. That selectors hub will not work.
Oh, why is that selector hub won't work there? Oh, this is because of no. Why won't it?
It's
Why?
because it is a single element. Right now, I'm picking the single element.
Okay. Oh, then means that for that
Internal things.
entire driver web entire
Okay,
driver kind of thing, it won't work. But for single element, selector hub will
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now things
But it is
is
good to know both. Yeah.
yeah. I say dot send keys and say Selenium training 10 at the rate gmail.com.
Send key. Okay.
Okay, I'm sending the data to that particular text box.
Okay. So that is
Okay,
called the equal to input. Inputting. You are
yeah,
inputting the
inputting.
data.
I'm
Okay.
inputting the data because right now what doing, I'm not going into small things. I will cover these things in between. That send keys will send the data.
Okay, I got it. In QTP, like VB script, we say input, right? So here it
Okay,
is send key. Okay.
okay. Now suppose if I run this,
For click, what did you do?
I have clicked on the
No, no,
sign
no, like
dot
click
click dot click dot click.
dot click. Okay, yeah, that is. But
Okay, no.
okay, one
Hmm?
question, Abjit. How do I know like this kind of web actions, right? For especially for
Now,
Selenium.
if I want to click on this, I have to click on it. That's a
Mhm.
simple thing. If I want to click on sign in, I have to left click on it. I can't do nothing over here. I have to just click over here.
So it is basically just the user actions I will try to.
Yeah, yeah.
So send key means, so if I have to do a mouse move up, then I'll say mouse up, mouse key down,
No, no, no,
something.
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no, not that. Right now just focus that I'm clicking on this element.
Okay, okay, okay.
How to click on this element? Just uh, right click on this selectors hub and relative XPath, then dot click the thing. If you don't have the
Okay, okay, okay.
selectors hub, if you don't have that, just right click on it, inspected. Okay, now this is your sign in. Right click on it, copy, and suppose if it has a name, you can go with the name as well. But if it doesn't have the name, so just right click, copy, and XPath.
Okay.
Okay, so when I click on this, then this text box appear. Now, if you see over here, I have sent the keys. I want to write the data here, but it is not write any data. Okay, and it give me some error that what is the error? Un new instance, something error. It is giving me error.
In
Uh,
XPath, something it gave error. XPath,
no,
some.
no, there is no XPath
See
error.
that input
Now
ID.
you see
Okay.
element not interactable.
Okay.
Now when I suppose element not interactable, I just Google it. Element
Okay.
exception.
Element not interactable exception in Selenium.
Okay. Now exception indicates that even though Selenium found the element, it is in a state such
Oh,
as
hidden
hidden,
or
disabled,
convert.
or covered. Okay, and that prevent user. Or sometimes what happens, the page uh, wait for some time to load. Here we can use implicit wait. Okay, now after the click, what will I do? I will use my implicit wait. Say driver dot manage dot timeout. Okay, dot implicit
Implicit.
wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Give a wait of 20 seconds and say time, time passing is like seconds. Okay, now if you see over here, it is giving me warning. Okay,
Depreciated.
depreciation means, no, suppose first of all I will just run this and see that I'm able to get what I want. Now you see it
Mm-hmm.
was able to write.
Yeah.
Okay, so implicit wait will hold the element and wait for element that, so that it can be uh, can say interact with the element. It will wait for
Mm-hmm.
20 seconds maximum. So maximum time is 20 seconds. Suppose it will start acting in the second. So if it is in the third second, okay. Maximum waiting time is 20 seconds. It will wait for 20 seconds element to be interactable.
Okay.
Okay. Now if you see over here that says that warning. Suppose I say here, but no, it is not, again not suppressing it. Why it is saying is deprecated. Deprecated means now after some time when they update the version of Selenium,
Mm-hmm.
this will not be there.
Okay.
Okay. Now what I have to do, I just do this and say just a difference of something like here, and instead of this, I say duration dot of seconds and say 20, say anything like 15. So now it will not give me any error. Okay.
So the
Both are,
format changed, huh?
yeah, it will work in the current version of Selenium, but it will not work in the advanced versions after maybe one version, two version, then it will not work. So they are just saying
Okay.
deprecated because
Okay.
they have leave the use of this type of things.
Okay.
Okay, now if you see over here, after that, what I have to do, I have to click on this next button.
Next.
Okay, now say select relative
X.
expert. Okay, say
You can
driver.
either use relate full path also, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not
Your
using full
choice.
pass. Yeah, my choice. Because if I go for the suppose, if I go with the full XPath,
Because
copy
I saw
X.
mostly you will be using relative. That's why I asked.
Now it is big thing. You can see that it is a very big thing. That's why I have
Okay,
used.
okay, okay. I
That's
thought,
the only
is
thing.
there any other reason that's why you're
No,
choosing
no,
that
no, no.
relative? Okay,
This is now you see small. That's why
okay,
I am
okay.
saying. Okay, now again I will click on it. Okay, now suppose if I'm clicking on it,
So for inputting data is send key, then for the next
click.
click.
If I click, if I want to click on something, any click, dot click will work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now after that there is a password thing. Okay,
Send key password, huh?
yeah. Now suppose if I go with again say relative XPath. and say driver dot
Dot find
find
element
element
by
by
XPath.
dot XPath, and the XPath we have just copied for password dot send keys, and whatever I want to say, pass at the rate 3456 anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, and suppose when I, okay, first run this and see what happens. Okay, but it has not write anything for the password.
Because it's
Okay,
encrypted.
no, encrypted. No, it has not write anything. Encryption is the
Mm-hmm.
different thing. It has not write anything, and it is giving me an error. So let's see what is an error. Mm, now, stale element reference.
Stale element not found.
Okay, now let's Google it again and say
Mm-hmm.
stale element
Stale
reference.
element not found.
Okay, now if you just say when a previous
Refresh the
locator is no
page.
longer attached to a, now if you see this is a thing. Okay, when a previous locator element becomes no longer relevant. Okay, now what is the condition I say over here? What is the condition when this password text box can be appeared? Now when you say, suppose you are on this page, when you click on this, you can see this page. Your text box is visible where you want to write your
Yeah.
text. Your text box is visible. Okay, but so you give a wait time of say 20 seconds so that it can be properly loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now after that, see the URL. When I click on next button, URL remains the same, but what happens? New text box appears.
Mm.
This text box appears on some condition.
It is on the next page, right?
It is on the same page, but
Okay.
it is it is available on some condition that when I click on the next button.
Okay. Yeah. First sign username should be present.
Okay, so just get my point that that password text box is not, say, suppose if I go with here, say I will again say I will, after the click of this, I will again say implicit wait. I will wait for the element. Now that when I say we have the element not interactable, that the error
Mm-hmm.
comes that it is not properly loaded. So I say okay, I will go with again thing for stale element reference. Okay, now say here save it. I will run it again and see that it will help me or not.
If, because you put wait.
Again, it will not work because this text box is visible on some condition.
Mm-hmm.
It is visible on some condition. What is the condition? That when I clicked on the next button,
Okay. When you
okay,
click on next.
next, then only this text box will appear. Okay, so what will I do? I will use here explicit wait, not implicit, but explicit. Okay,
Okay.
say that is known as how to use that WebDriver wait. It's the inbuilt class equal to new uh, web
WebDriver wait.
WebDriver wait. Now, when I click on it, it will automatically include this. Okay, now I will pass the driver and again the same thing, duration of seconds. Suppose I will give it as 15 seconds. Okay, now say wait dot until. Okay, now here expected conditions dot visibility of element
Element.
located. Now, how that element is located? By dot XPath, and the XPath is this one. When this XPath is located, till that point, the code will wait here only. Okay, now let's run this again. Now you
Wow.
see.
Hmm.
Okay, now the next big question that is asked in the interview is that difference between implicit and explicit wait in Selenium. Okay, now,
Okay.
yeah, scope implicit wait will only set the default maximum time to wait. It will wait for, suppose I give 10 seconds, it will for 10 seconds. Suppose your page is loaded after 10 seconds, then it will give you an error. So implicit wait will hold the code for 10 seconds only. It will look for the element for 10 seconds. It will not go for any any condition.
Okay.
But here WebDriver will wait and check that whether that element started to going to be visible or not. And we have given the expected condition. You can say now if you see over here visibility of all elements, you can now say visibility. You can say that thing. You can check. Yeah, I think so. Elements to be clickable. Okay, it will check all the things. It can check. It has a thing like suppose you have the radio button that is disabled, but when you click on some checkbox, it will get enabled. So it will check. It will wait for the condition so that you can click on checkbox, and till then it will wait for that radio button to be enabled. Okay, so
Okay.
it has many conditions. So we will study one some of these. Okay. So this is the thing. The main thing is like this is known as explicit wait. This is implicit wait. What is the difference between the two? Okay, and you have to go through this thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
explicit is depending upon the condition which
yeah,
has explicit. Implicit is normal wait.
yeah, normal wait you can say.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
now so if I go to this website, just a minute.
I hope like the video recorded for Selenium with Python, right? Is it your
Mm.
voice or it is Ashish voice?
No, no, it is not. It's a girl's voice.
Okay, but because you know what, there were few Selenium thing was not audio was not proper.
In which in silent Python training.
Yeah, and say because I got it right. What I thought is, I was like, now since you are there, I wanted to make sure whichever I can just check with you only after finishing one by one, and then I try to see how it is one or two. But in that I did not even hear the proper. I don't know, is it because my computer or what? But other videos I was able to hear. But Python, and it was not Ashish voice. It is not your
Mm.
voice as well, but
Yeah,
so that video I could not hear properly.
it is coming proper. Suppose if I clicking on this one,
Forward, yeah, let's see, are you hearing the voice?
yeah, I'm able to hear the voice.
See, I did not hear anything like right now.
No,
It
you
was
can. Yeah, it is for me only because you can say my it will be for my microphones only, na. It is not for you.
No, but I will check it, okay?
Okay.
But 100% it's not you, right? Because I was
No.
like, why it is not? Because some videos whichever I saw, it was I
Mm-hmm.
could not even hear. I had highest volume. But other voice, it was very prompt and clear. I know it was
Mm-hmm.
Ashish voice.
Mm-hmm.
It was loud. But Python, I thought both the Python I had. Then I felt like okay. But
We
100% I know it's not you as well. But
no
now
no.
since you said you are teaching, then I was like, who is that person who uploaded it like that? Okay,
That is a girl.
girl.
She used to work at around 2017 before the COVID situation.
Oh.
Yeah, after that she just left. So these are the pre-recorded videos. And right now I am the instructor of Selenium with Python as well.
You are working with Qt Selenium for a long time, huh? Abhijit?
Yeah, from we
I know
can
Yogesh,
say
but I never worked with him. You are my first person, and then I know Ashish is the owner kind of thing, and then Yogesh, right?
yeah, Yogesh.
And then then you
Yeah,
three people, right?
Python.
Mainly.
If you go with the say Python,
Uh,
Only Python training. If you see over here, if I can see, yeah, this Python training is by Yogesh Chawla. The
oh, Python training. Okay.
Python language training. Okay, and then Java training. He's an expert in Java.
Okay.
Okay, so
Core Java, I think he his voice.
yeah, core Java is his voice.
Mhm.
Okay, now suppose uh we now we have worked on that. Suppose if I want to write something on this, then I can say dot send keys. Okay, so these are things. Now suppose this is a drop down.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have not worked on drop down now.
No.
Okay,
Listed drop down, no.
okay. So let's say go for the new class and
You saved it,
say
right? This one, yeah.
yeah, drop say drop down 30. Okay, going for the method, finish it and say this. I will just copy this. Okay, now I will delete all this
Mhm.
and copy this. Okay,
That
and
link, get link, yeah.
yeah, so I will just copy going for the relative XPath, and I know that if I do this thing, say driver dot
Driver
find
dot
L
find element by
by dot
XPath
XPath. Okay,
um, link.
and say dot send keys, and say I'll name it as same thing, Selenium training. Okay, now if I run this, I will know that it will definitely run. Okay, now suppose what will I do? I will go with the email as well. Okay, now I can say over here at the rate gmail.com. So whatever I will do, I will write, suppose if I want to run this, I know that it will, now you see, it has type. Now suppose, whatever the reason, I want to pick up the text from this. Suppose, first of all, I want to pick up this text.
Mhm.
Okay, now I will say, go here and say Selectors Hub, relative XPath. Take it as a web
Element.
element and say
E1 is equal.
anything say E1
Mhm.
equal to driver dot find
Dot
element
find element by
by
XPath.
dot XPath. The XPath we have just copied. Okay, now in the console message, I can go with say syso,
System dot out dot println
say
e1.
even dot get text. Okay, now
Oh, if I just put e1, it won't write. Yeah.
yeah, it will not write. So even dot get text. Let's run this again and see that what it is giving me in the console. In my console, it I am getting the contact us.
Contact us.
Okay, now for some reasons, after this step, what I have write in my text box, I want to get that.
Whatever you
But
wrote in your text box. Okay.
yeah, suppose
Get
here,
text. Okay.
okay. Now that this is the thing. I will take one more web element, uh, say E2, and say this is the path of my input text box, and I just say now
So in this
E2.
case, the order should be proper, right? Because in the
No,
first, no, first one you already input the key. Then
mm,
if you wanted to take the text of it, then the order
mm,
should be below.
yeah, order should be below. Okay, now suppose if I run this, just first close this, run this. Okay, and now see. Okay, now this never comes. It is giving me contact us, but for this thing, this text box, I'm not able to get this text. Now, why? What is the reason? So, get text will always get me the thing that is static.
This is dynamic and also you did not save it as well.
No, save is a different option. I'm
No,
not
no,
going for
you
the
did not
same.
submit it, right? You just entered it.
Yeah, it I have entered it. There is no need to for submit thing, but I can get this by say
Okay, runtime object. Okay.
say
It's a dynamic value. You're
get
trying to get it.
now there is a get attribute and the attribute name is value. Okay, now if I run this again,
Oh, E2. So already you mentioned which element. So that should be input username. Yeah. Okay. Get attribute value.
okay, because if you look over here, suppose if I inspect this one, now even you can't see. You see the this is value. This is an attribute. Suppose if I give over here say selenium. Okay, now if you see, it will come over here.
Wow.
Okay, so
Mm.
this is the attribute.
Input type is text and value is Selenium. Okay.
Okay, type is an attribute. I can get anything from by the get attribute. Now say get attribute. Now if you see over here, I have say
Name
class,
also is attribute.
class ID placeholder. Suppose I want class and placeholder. So I will copy this and paste it over here. Say, and I will copy this and
Placeholder.
paste it over here. Okay, so I can get any attribute value. Okay, now if I run this again, now you see Selenium training form control. If I look over here, form control placeholder is name. Okay, so you can get any attribute value. So you have to know that which attribute value you want. Okay, so this is how you getting the value from the text box. Sometimes what
Okay.
happens, sometimes what happens when I suppose do anything, I want to pick the text from that a particular element. So how to pick the text? that is dot get attribute, and the attribute name is value from the text box.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, then say suppose here again, if I look over here, these all are the
If you
countries.
wanted to check, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Ask your question.
If I wanted to verify, okay, I am expecting one message here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say the US phone number. I'm expecting this is the message. It should be there. Then
I'm not able to understand your
no,
question.
like okay, I have one. Okay, let's say my what I'm asking is if phone number is this like that. I wanted to check it. Check whether the address is correct. Let's say
This
this is the address I'm expecting, or this is the phone number I'm expecting.
mm-hmm. This is the thing that you can be picked from the text, get text. Get text you can use for the static things on your web page, like contact
Okay.
us, testimonial, this text. You can get the text of even this button because this is a static text. It is already written on the
Ah.
web page.
And then you can say that if this phone number is equal to so and so, then
Uh,
uh, expected result is
yeah, yeah. We can go
pass
to the
like that.
expected. Yeah. Suppose if I go for the title thing.
Mm,
Suppose this page, the title is like Selenium C# training contact us. So I
mm,
can get the title and check the expected title and the get title. Okay, so I can
okay.
compare them, then it can say pass or fail as well. Okay, now what I want you, this is exercise for you, that I want to, you have to print all the country's name. Now, if you inspect this, now here you have all the things that BBC thing that we have done. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you can apply that thing over here. I want you to print all the country names. Okay, after that you have to select one country name. Okay, and whatever the country you have selected, you have to change it after maybe 2 seconds with another country name.
Okay, so in this it should be like okay, country.
Now,
So
if
right,
you
okay, 1 second. That is the drop down. You yeah, through it's a drop down list, right? Yeah.
yeah, okay, now you have to print all the countries name. Then after that you have to select one country name according to you. Okay, and after that you have to check whether that country name is selected or not.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the exercise for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, then we will meet tomorrow and then
Oh,
uh
we will meet on Sunday.
okay, so Sunday. Now you have more than 2 days, so another exercise for you.
Okay.
So we have done this or not?
No.
Okay, so I'm passing you the on my chat
Mm-hmm.
the link. Okay, copy this link because after this class is over, you will not find this link.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now on this, the same thing is there. It is known as HTML table. If you are able to do it, then it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the same thing is there. Now, if you want to count the number of this say lines, you can go with the tr tag, which is inside the t body tag. Okay, now what I want to you do to print all the country names like this one. You have
Okay.
to print all the country names.
1 second. Okay, where is it? Okay, yeah, okay, okay, yeah. No, why I'm not seeing your screen? 1 second. Okay, now oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you have to print all the countries name. I will give you a hint. The same thing that BBC thing is here only. Like you have
It's like a
this is
table.
it's a T body and all the TR tags are inside the T body. You can count the number of tags by looking into the XPath of this T body. The same thing I will, this is a UL. and this is the li thing. Li, 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 li.
Okay.
This is ul, this is li. Okay.
But yeah.
Try to print all the countries name.
Okay.
Okay. So this is your exercise. Try to do it. You can get the help of Google as well. No worries. But the thing is that I have, which I had told you about the that BBC thing. That this is a UL, this is a LI, LI,
Yeah.
LI, LI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have to think about that. How to get the text from this. If you're able to do that, if you're able to do that, after that, what I want you to do, you have to print in your console window. First, you have printed the this one. Okay. The next exercise on the new class, you have to print in one line these all three, these all four.
The
Then on the
table.
next then on the next line, these all four, and the next line all four. Next line all four.